Hey everybody, it's the last robot car here. We've got all the characters unlocked in Mooncrash, and I'm joined by Cool Guy.
Oh man, Cosma command key. Okay
Yeah,
then.
so I've got a little device. I think essentially that lets me get into to pretty much anywhere, even without a key card. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out.
Nah.
Now, at this point, everyone's like, "Hey, didn't you stuff everything inside the operator? Aren't you like really certain that you're gonna get stuff out?" I have no idea if that's actually gonna.
Yeah,
like,
no, we did
hold
that
on
as
to
an
all that stuff
experiment
for
because
me.
otherwise it was guaranteed to go away to the ether.
Yeah, so we're going to do this instead.
Screw it, we're doing it live.
There we go. Do I need anything else? I don't think we need anything else. Just some suit mods to get me around. Now we have absolute conundrums because it's like, oh yeah, obviously we're always going to take the amazing propulsion unit, but what are we going to take for everything else? You know, we're gonna.
Honestly, the fact that it's a care for YU versus care for just U, the capital U or YOU is very telling to me.
Yes. Alright, well, it's time to jump back into the simulation.
Okie dokers.
This one's a little more straightforward than before. Yeah, let's find out. Come on. Come on, me. You know you gotta do it. Alright, let's take a look, and yes, it does carry over. So there we go. That is the experiment complete. We have now got access to any of the good stuff we find, so long as we remember that we found it. And the mule operator will also help make up for the fact that I have, like, no room for anything.
Yeah, because there's, I think only, well, not everybody gets access to suit modification that gives them more inventory.
Yeah, that
space.
is.
I don't know exactly who does and who doesn't.
As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that's only Joan. So.
Oh gosh, that's a killing me slowly situation.
That's why I say she's clearly the best person to do the first run with, because she can scoop up all the garbage, and scoop up all the garbage and
the
put it away.
lowest effort humming.
Yes. And we haven't seen our little buddy for a while, so let's go in, get our minion sombrero for throwing shade, and yeah, there we go.
That is the most brilliant comment.
Yeah, so the update that gives out the party hat has not landed yet. I'm assuming that when Typhon Hunt comes out, the multiplayer component for this game, you will be able to choose hats to wear as your mimic.
If you're not, that is just the biggest missed opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else you can really say, except
honestly,
wow, what kind of a heinous like fuck up would not do that?
Like, what sort of horrible fun-hating monster would not allow me to be a fat mimic in a party hat?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't even understand how that could be a thing. What are you worried about here?
I thought I didn't have room for the neuromods, and I'm like, oh wait, no, I do have neuromods,
Yeah,
because
bought,
I actually
like,
stuffed
4
all my
of them.
spare ones in there as well. We have so many things we can access. Like, so many things related to sneakery. Let's get those.
Well, we'll call it sneakery.
Skullduggery, backstabbery, and instead of a wrench-related series of neuromods, and we just completed another Chasma order. Instead of wrench-related stuff, we get the Psi Blade related stuff. So we do more damage with the Psi Blade and use less Psi when slinging things.
I'm certain that was something that you needed to have your arm twisted to install. This is only your favorite weapon in the entire freaking game here.
Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, we're gonna... We know what's working, what's not working at this point.
Man, this, like, I know I've said it, like, 100 times at this point, but I still really, really love a lot of the, like, meta-dimensional strategy that they're forcing you to take into account to play this correctly.
Yeah,
And
this
I
game
realize
is...
metadimensional probably isn't a word. Do not care. You understood what I meant.
Yeah, no, I absolutely understood it. It's the idea that, you know, grasping not merely what to do in one run, but in all the runs.
Yeah, and actually thinking a couple steps ahead, and like the only thing that would be better is if man, you know, that would be something amazing if you and I can pull it off as like a finale to this. This only just occurred to me while we were recording. Like if we were to do a 5-man escape where we alternate runs. Like that might be something we have to attempt.
Die!
Go away, Phantom.
I'm like, oh, I don't want to get spotted by the moonshark. The moonshark is now a problem. I haven't realized at this point, but the moonshark has now officially become a very big problem.
Well, I mean, it was a serious problem. There was a serious impediment even at level 1. It's at level 2 now. You know, you don't want to be there.
Oh no, it's not for that reason. It's not for that reason. It is.
Are you hiding something from me again?
No, it is now stuck.
Oh, you're killing me.
It cannot navigate off that ledge. It has gotten itself up there, now it cannot get down. It is close enough to the Typhon Gate, it will not open. I'm like,
so,
are you fucking kidding me?
Instead of killing me, you're gonna need to kill it if you want to get through there.
Yes.
Yay!
I'm like, can I make him move? Here. There's a box! Go chase the box! He's like,
chase
hey!
the box! And
I'll chase
like
the box.
I would
Instead,
love to
I
chase
like
the box,
alerted
but I
a
do
phantom.
not understand
Not a phantom.
box.
Oh well. I have like 344 shots for this thing. It's
Yeah, I mean, who's overprepared now, cool guy? Who's overprepared now?
Well, you know, a combination of the ammo I had last run with not knowing if I'd have ammo for this run. You know, working together.
All I'm saying is that, you know, all of, like, you have 10 spare expanded mags for this thing, and you just ran into a situation where you're probably going to have to use a good 8 of those just so you can progress.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying. We gotta think. What are we gonna do to deal with this?
Dude,
this
what
massive
can you do
jerk?
besides brute force that thing? Like, there isn't a whole lot of material out here to get clever.
I was trying to see if like I could manipulate him off the ledge because I was like, I really don't want to deal with this. I really just don't want to deal with this. This seems like something I'm gonna try and do, and it's just gonna end my run. I'm like, okay, all right then. Fine.
Well, here we go.
I know how to deal with your kind, the big, giant, goofy kind.
We harvester you. Wow, that like did not hurt him at all. Okay, that one had an impact.
I'm like, well, I still don't want to get close. So we've worn him down a little. I think it's just time.
Yeah. Come on, man. Don't be a dick. Just die. Good man.
There we go. So there's some relief. If I stay on corruption level 2, that moonshark's never coming back.
Whoa. Was that? Okay, that was only one delay loop time. For a minute there, I thought it was. That was more than one delay loop time it had.
Oh no, I came with some.
Okay.
Because remember, we know how to build them. This is the biggest fuck you the game has ever done. By the way, we're about to see. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. No, wait, what are you? Wait, no, hey,
Get
hey.
back here. What's wrong
Hey,
with
what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's just... This planet needs it. It's returning to its own planet.
That fucker's just gonna be flying around high altitude around the moon crater for the rest of this run.
God, the thing's not. That operator does not have hands, and I can still see it flipping you off.
It's giving me a middle scalpel. That's or a middle manipulator. Yeah, because it's level 2's kicked in, all the weavers are back.
This month's security commendation.
Should just use it. Yeah, there we go.
For outstanding service. Be sure to congratulate Officer Fletcher and buy her around.
That was them talking about Officer Fletcher getting upgraded, as it were.
Yeah, dude, like outstanding service. Those sorts of recognition things always remind me of Napoleon Bonaparte's quote about medals and so forth. And what he always used to say about them was a man will fight long and hard for a piece of colored ribbon. Like, okay, that kind of puts things in perspective. Thanks, Napoleon.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong, and it's also kind of uncomfortable when you put that in the context of all of these like corporate awards or whatever.
Yes, that is.
Please be sure to congratulate her and buy her a drink in the bar. Okay, cool. So that's like what, $50 worth of drinks if you're really lucky. And what exactly did this poor woman have to do to get this recognition? I'm not sure I really want to think about that too hard.
Well, in her case, she was the I believe that was the discussion about the lady who got the connectomes. She was going to be a pilot as well as an engineer, so they were going to have like two pilots.
Oh, was that her? Yeah, okay.
I think so.
And she was messing around with the first pilot, basically saying you're going to be obsolete because I can fix these things too. And he was actually like chill about that.
Yeah, because he's a good dude.
Also, he had referred to. I remember that conversation. He opened it with "Que pasa, jefe," which was just "What's up, boss?" Just chill about the entire thing. Good guy.
Yeah. It's too bad he did.
Yeah, they both did.
They both did. It's too bad everyone be dead. Like, I gotta go inside the lab. Want to use that? Sigh. You know, I don't know the number. The key code's changed, and here's one of the more vexing things about this. There is always a post-it note that has access to that. The problem is, of course, is it's not in the same place every time. Yeah. So I know where it is now by luck. Basically, like I find this one basically by sheer chance. I'm just like, oh hey, note. Okay, good. The next time I go through here and need that area, I don't think that's there.
The best part about that was your double take.
Yeah, I was like, oh hey, post-it note. Okay, that solves all of my problems, and now I need to take care of this problem. I need 3 more neuromods to get this done. So we're gonna. And apparently this is an objective. So there we go.
Oh man, that is the funniest damn thing I've seen in a while, just the way that thing detonates.
And then it adds another one where it's like, hey, recycle a thermal phantom with your recycler charge. Because that's the thing I never really paid attention to, is that once you do a bounty, it'll give you another one. So you can farm lots of points if you've got like the right stuff to do it.
And if you care enough, like honestly, that seems like a very quick way to go very, very insane.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The detonation of the glue, brilliant.
Wow. Bring all these things out, because that'll probably help as well. Get all that
Certainly
extra
couldn't
typhon
hurt.
material. Yeah. And there's a reason, like, it may come as a surprise, but those spare parts will also come in handy, I think. If not on this run, on like the next one. It's like, is there anything else I can throw in? I mean, yes. There we go. Okay, so that should give me plenty to start with, but I'm not Jones. I'm not going to get as much out of it as I'd want to hope to. So we just need 3. I seem to think I need more at the time. And here's another annoying thing, is I always like have trouble finding what I'm looking for.
Oh my god, that operator scared the piss out of me.
I'm not familiar with that song.
Me neither. I just had no idea what it was, and I was just like, what the...
Okay, so we got our 3. That's good.
Alright,
For some, yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay, good, that's enough.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, that solves a lot of problems.
Yeah. A lot of time can be spent just, like, faffing around trying to get stuff done. So here's a minigame we haven't seen for a while. Not too soon, I've got to say. This fucking bouncy dimension, I hate you so much! Level 2s are the worst as well. Level 2s are always, like, the hardest to me.
Doing the robot over here.
There we go. Now we fixed it. That's the mimic portal stuff.
For isolation. Subject to that guy.
That guy. You know, Dr. Mason, he had the theory that that they shunted themselves to, like, other dimensional nonsense. So this is what you would need to do. You do that. It stabilizes it. I don't know if opening it is a bad idea or not, but you don't have to worry. That thing's reusable as many times as you need it. So
that is a
whatever.
noise.
That is a noise. So if we ever need to do that, we'll be fine. I forget I have the navigational tool, so there will be a little period up here where I'm, like, fuffing around, like, trying to get the parts to build it, or trying to find the things to build it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I've already got one. So
yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like one of the main themes here is I forgot I actually thought ahead on this. Not that you don't think ahead, it's just that you forget all of the things that you've done to save yourself trouble.
I also, like, with all the new, like, I still have in my head where all the things were previously, and now with everything sort of rearranged, I'm like, God, where am I? What am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Where is the thing I'm trying to find? And it's like,
so what I'm hearing is that it was basically like your last weekend.
This is a really, really, like I will say the fabricator menu is such a fucking pain in the ass to navigate through. So I'm like, oh, I need these things. I don't need these things. To paraphrase something you would say. I'm like, well, I can always take that and stuff it in.
Why are there so many advanced bolt casters?
I like that there's always, like, a different weapon in there.
The game is practically stuffing them down your throat.
I can't take anything. Take ammo.
Quick
Gel.
Gel.
Beams.
Cells.
Dead person.
Dead person. Honestly, I think one of my biggest disappointments about this game is that you can't just shove a dead body in there. Just cram a dead body in.
It's just one of those things. It's like, oh, maybe I'll just put a corpse in the machine. Then I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then, that was a complete waste of time, but whatever. Didn't actually waste as much time as I thought it did. In my head, these moments always take, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah, because your brain is, like, slowly grinding through the problem, and then the problem solves itself. And you're just like, oh, okay. Time is moving forward at its normal pace again. Legit, though, that is something I wanted to do in the main story campaign, simply because there's all of those bodies lying around that eventually become phantoms. I'm just like, I would really like to short-circuit this problem by just stuffing them in the recycler. No body, no problem. I'm a huge fan of the wubba wubba that was happening there while you were shocked.
because I forgot there was the floor was electricity. Now we're going to be heading off because the Moonworks is the only one that works. I again, like, people are gonna be like, hey, why didn't you do this? Well, I'm gonna get out there and say it straight up. I had absolutely no idea whether or not the power, like, because it says something about emergency power when you get in there. Like, well, does power turn off the escape pods? Because, I mean, that sounds kind of like a really terrible idea if there's, like, a redundancy for that. So right. I decided I'm going to learn that now. I'm going to go in there and learn it. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to find out.
It's fairly logical that it's like no power means the escape pods can still leave. Ostensibly, they shouldn't need a whole lot of power to leave. They should just be able to detonate an escape charge and, you know, drift to wherever they're going to. And they have, like, little stabilizer rockets or whatever to make sure they stay on course. You know, that's a coherent and simple design.
It does give us a chance to take a look at what an area looks like when the power is out. It's like power state. Yeah, see.
Electrical hazard, unpowered doors.
Huh.
Okay, so yeah, it kind of sounds like this is not. I mean, it's a thing that you need to worry about, kind of, but it's also not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, it's gonna, like, doors are unpowered, so if your character doesn't have the strength to force them open, you'll have to find ways around. That's
Basically,
the big thing.
Bastia or bust.
And
Ooh, there you go.
well, brain pills.
Oh wait, you've already had those for a while.
Yeah,
That's right.
I will eventually find the rad removal. That was really depressing. I will eventually find the rad removal building thingies. I can't find the right word.
The anti-rad
fabrication plans. Yeah. But if you wanna get into the escape pod room.
Just because the power's out, you're basically playing floor as lava here.
Mm-hmm. Well, because the doors are deactivated, and I know there's a way to get into the escape pod room from up above.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember how to play this game.
I mean, you also took the time to like exhaustively figure this entire area out when you were playing as Boccia. Because surprise, surprise, you had a hell of a time finding anti-rad.
Yeah, wasn't in any imminent danger. Just had to
I still love that basically became your MacGuffin and white whale all wrapped into one. It's one of the funniest damn things.
So, and there's a green light up there, so I'm like, oh hey, the escape pod must be working. No.
Sure, that's logical. That makes sense to me. It cannot be just a couple of minutes here. There has to be something else.
Yeah, like the last few times I've been in here, it's been a technopath. So I was a little surprised to find out it was just mimics, especially when I've got a shotgun. That's like, really, really powerful.
They don't have a whole lot of chance against that. Even if they get the drop on you and bonk you in the back of the head or something, it'd just be like, yeah, no, guess what? I have a shotgun. You heal around and just blow them directly to hell.
Yeah, please refrain from attempting to mimic the the explosives. By the way, mimics. It's a really bad idea.
I want to shoot those out of principle.
So we're gonna get up here. I'm gonna wish I had a psychoscope because then I could have scanned this guy.
Truthfully, here's this is your backup plan. Just cram that guy into whatever power cell.
That would be a really good idea, but he's
not that you could even actually do that.
Yeah. I like that. Now all the shotguns in the inventory screens have the skin now because I did that.
I'm fine with everything about this.
I find that pretty funny.
Stupidly over the top. I can't help but love it.
Alright, so, yeah. The green light says it's still there, but as we'll see here... Button is there, but I can't even use button.
Are you joking?
So, yeah.
The button to open the damn door doesn't work.
Fan star, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god. You know what? This is... This is so brilliant, though, in the sense that, like, if that button was already open, I bet you anything that the rest of the escape pod would work. That is actually kind of brilliant from like a gameplay plus engineering standpoint, because on one hand, you want to do something that engineering wise makes sense, but on the other hand, you do want to do something that actually provides an impediment and a challenge for the player. And this makes perfect sense because the engineering crew that made the escape pod thought of all of this stuff. They're just like, this is going to be used in the worst situations. We need this to be functional no matter what is going on around there. And then the station techs who installed it were just like, yeah, just get it installed. They already know what they're doing. We shouldn't screw around with this. It's fine. And then the button itself was the one thing that the escape pod designers could not control. And of course, that's the thing that screws up when the cards are down. That is brilliant. I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, assuming if we'd open the door, remove the power, like turn the power on, open the thing, remove the power, came back and see what happened. But I ain't doing that. Ain't nobody got time
I
for
might
that.
try that if I get
Okay.
to this.
I'll let you
story
conduct
mode
that ill-advised science in the Typhon infested hellhole. I'm just gonna make like Loon in Raccoon City and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Now the question is, how do we restore power here?
Well, as you'll remember at the beginning of the Joan video, when we went down the main command center's basement, there were three power things for the 3 other areas, and the one for the Moonworks was missing two control modules.
So
we already possess
get down there and drop 2 control modules in it, and ostensibly everything will be fine.
Yeah, we already have one in our either in our inventory or still on our operator, and we know we can go up to the command center to build another one.
Right. We know that there's a fabricator machine up there. We have the fabrication plan, and you've been reducing reducing a whole bunch of stuff to scrap. So ostensibly, you should be able to. Placeholder.
Yeah, let's throw that stuff in there for the moment.
Please never change.
Safe and sound.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one. We still need another. So.
One down, one to go.
I won't need any of those Typhon bits for this, but I'm gonna grab them anyway because I'm silly. All right.
See, when he does it right in front of me instead of creepily doing it when our back is turned, I'm not completely like skeezed out by it.
The operator just says weird stuff. I don't really understand it. The operator is weird. Yeah.
Go
Yep,
away,
they're back
Meg.
causing all sorts of trouble. I just really ain't interested in their shit. Idiot.
Alright.
Stupid
Location
dumbass.
secure. Now location secure.
Yeah. I picked up on that pretty easily, actually.
I
so
let's you
let's
did better than me.
Let's see if I can't find this. How long it's gonna take me to
Control
find
module,
this? Because it feels like it took me forever to find this on here.
Right
there it is. There it
You
is. You just
literally
went right
were-
past it. I know. But it's really hard to see. I have a giant fucking shotgun in the way.
That's
one of those-
fair. And
There is a
also,
button
like,
I
this
can
is-
probably press that would make it easy to see that screen, but I'm not.
This
I'm
is
not
also
doing it.
something that gets lost in
Okay.
a Let's Play format, in the sense that, you know, to interact with all of these screens, you move your mouse around to aim, and then you hit the use button to actually interact with these things, right? Whereas at least my immediate reaction was always to left click like I would on a normal computer or literally anything else. Of course, if you try to do that, guess what you're gonna do? Shoot the damn screen. So, in addition to, having this weird touchpad thing going on here, you also have to use keys that you really don't feel like you should be using. So, yeah, no, interacting with computers it feels really weird.
Well, the difficult task is completed. Goodbye, Let's Play Dishonored 2 operator.
I'm glad I stayed quiet, but like I basically need to shut the hell up anytime the mule operator is on screen now, because he's made me laugh like every time.
He's such a treasure. There we go. The Moonworks now has power.
Now you can walk all the way back there and press the one button that you need to get out of the area.
Sadly, no skins for the side blade yet.
Swear to God, I'm gonna test this. I gotta test this now. I'm so curious.
I mean, like, if I really wanted to, I could have just solved that problem by also just moving one from one to another.
Yeah, you could have. You could have just been like, whatever. This place doesn't need power right now. The Moonworks is what needs power. But you were trying to make it easier on yourself in subsequent runs, I suppose.
Yeah, basically. I will still have to repair the tram for the other one as well. Pythias Labs, I believe, is the deactivated tram line. That will come in handy if I'm trying to do any story objectives, because there's just going to be a lot of moving around. So again, like when I do a story objective run, I think Joan's just going to have to go in there and get everything set up.
It'd be like the initial run where she ends up being like Hank from King of the Hill. Hank always fixes like everything, both mechanical and emotional, every frickin' episode in that cartoon, and that's basically Joan's role in this entire motley crew. She goes around and she fixes everything and kisses all of the owies.
Yes. It's a very, very important function, and if you cause an owie, she bludgeons you to death.
And right in your eye, actually. Like, we saw this. We saw this happen.
That was still the best sequence to start with. Oh my god. Like VJ comes pretty close, just getting out of bed, and like just bottles just flying everywhere. That was pretty good.
Yeah, he's drunk off his ass.
And we haven't got the story objectives for any of the other characters unlocked yet, so it should be interesting to see how they begin.
Oh lord.
Whoa.
I mean, they have real acts to follow with particularly Joe.
I feel like the Volunteers is going to be very weird, because the Volunteer just looks weird, and he is weird.
Yeah, everything about him is weird. Nothing about him is normal.
And I get the feeling our Custodian here, she's going to start her memory with like her Psyblade going in someone's jaw.
And another Neuromod. Yeah, that's a nice find. Even if you don't use it on her, you can always just throw it onto the mule.
Yeah. Disruptor batteries in like little numbers. Yeah, we've already got a gold
I'm always a little bit torn because every time I see one of those things, I'm like, you should break that down if you could. You can always use spare parts, and then it's just like, no, you actually probably shouldn't, because all of these things are going to break at the worst time possible. Damn it, Mimic! Why you do this? Like,
was not paying attention then, so I kind of
he got me to jump. I was in the middle of prattling on about nothing, so I was just like, whoa!
I love you too, Typhon. Reduce the stamina cost there. Increase the sneak. I reckon that's going to come in pretty handy in the Custodian story mode.
You would think, right? Sneaking is like her entire thing. Like, go to some place without getting detected or some nonsense.
Yeah. Get your sneak on.
Oh man.
So there we go.
Pod.
We've got the escape pod. It's time to load up our big friend with all of the treasures again.
God,
all the ammo.
Get a bolt caster this time around.
Yeah, I was gonna throw that in, and then forgot.
Honestly, I think you were probably better off just leaving it with her. Like that's her souvenir from this entire thing.
Yeah. That's a blue one. We'll leave that there.
Sure, whatever.
The rest of that stuff.
You literally didn't even have space.
Yeah, I probably could have also left the Chasma key on the operator if I thought to do that, and then the other characters could use it to unlock everything too.
That would have been helpful.
But out of room, and that was the objective, to unlock the story objective. So we've done that. So in a fresh run, we'll be able to bugger around doing that.
Kaboo!
Yeah. So there we go. I don't think we earned nearly as many points on that one.
I mean, Joan is always going to be a hard act to follow.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, we've got more stuff coming from the bosses.
Oh god.
Gotta wonder what that's all about.
News. This is never good news.
It's never good news. Also, oh no, a loading screen I didn't edit out. Oh well.
Oh no.
Now you guys can see how the sausage is made. Isn't it disgusting? Disgusting sausage.
Peter, are you there? Look, I need to talk to you. Everything passing between the module and Chasma is logged, so I know the channel was open. And I know what you heard. Right now, I'm the only one who knows. I need to say I'm sorry. You're not the only one who signed a penalty contract with Gasma, and many of us are obligated to the company now in difficult ways. I can't paint this a different color for you, but if you help me, if you finish what the company is asking you to do, I will personally provide you with an out. If you don't trust me, I don't blame you. But if you don't trust me now, both of us will be in the same shit. I leave it to you to decide. I have to go now. Please consider what I've said, Peter. For you, and me, and your family.
If everything is logged, then what the hell? What the hell good is extending this offer? You know, this is going to be reviewed by your supervisor, Basilisk. Like, this is not going unnoticed.
Well, we'll see. You know, they might not care enough to check it until it's too late.
It's too late.
I have absolutely no idea where that's gonna go. Again, this is like I still haven't actually completed all of this, so.
You've got more stuff to do. Getting right back in there.
Yeah, we're going back in because now we've got the Mimic Gate open. There's really no reason not to take Andreas in straight away and just like bolt for the Mimic Gate, right?
Yeah, just do a straight run.
And we can do it on the cheap too.
Yeah,
Throwing some
no
Neuro
joke.
mods. It's like, hey, I don't have to buy stuff, whatever.
Don't have to buy stuff. Don't gotta worry about
And
stuff.
I forget to buy a propulsion pack.
Oh no! I mean, considering you're doing an end run, and you know, I mean,
And the Moonshark is dead. So, but then I do this. That wasn't clever. Oh well, Casma points. Just pissing him up against the wall at this point.
yeah, you still have over 100,000. I feel like this is fine.
All right, well, let's.
Eye is so weird.
I know I feel for this guy. He's a bit of a mess.
Brimming with psychic potential. It's too bad that his everything else is brimming with deconstruction.
And now we have some new variables.
Oh,
There
you're
can be
kidding
dust
me.
storms on the crater. Also, one area will always be without breathable atmosphere. And now the corruption level increases faster again.
Okay then, I'm still the ASCII art.
Yeah. So things have just ramped up. Obviously, because we're in a simulator version, that's not a big deal right now. Let's scrap all our guns and everything just in case.
Just grab the guns, grab the ammo, run like hell. It's the only thing I've got for this. I really would not have pulled out all of this stuff.
Well, I don't want to be having to like need anything on the journey and be like, oh man, I should probably like pull out my operator when something goes fucking wrong. So we'll
Never mind. You know what? I'm not arguing this.
no, it's
Go!
it's just about being prepared. This is the point I'm like, oh shit. I didn't take the jetpack and I picked up both iterations that appeared on the way in.
One
Fuck.
more Casma points. It's fine. You're just doing this on the cheap. Looks at 5 different elite weapons.
Look, I didn't pay a cent for any of those. Look, Burrow.
That is like okay. Now I'm a Zerg.
Yeah. So let's get Burrow and let's see what it does. There's nothing to kill out here, so we're not going to be seeing what it does like in an interesting way, but we're definitely just going to use it just to show off what the power looks like, and also set that up.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's not too dissimilar to how you would use something like Blink, and that's how it goes.
Sure. Fair enough.
Huh. And apparently that knocks back and damages enemies. I
We'll see
honestly
exactly how useful that is.
think Kinetic Plus might be still the better one. So
Right. That's still the one giving you the middle manipulator.
mhm.
Just literally just says hello and then it keeps floating on its way, not offering to help in any conceivable way.
fuck you, flies off, does a loop.
Bless it. That thing is something special.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely not a good person to have around. That operator. It's not a person. It's a war crime.
Hey, you remembered that the floor was electricity.
Yeah, I have my moments. Infrequent as they are, I have my moments. All right, let's
close. Dickheads. You know, I can just imagine that like the new variables are going to be. Also, yeah, hi, the frickin' labs are now open and there's a nightmare stalking you. That's gonna be
well.
the next
Consider for a
patch notes.
moment what would happen if the power was out in the labs and we didn't turn it back on before we went to it.
Yep. Yeah. Then all of those cats are gonna be out wandering around.
I would assume so, and I don't want to like. I don't want it. I don't want that.
Unlike my science, that's probably some pretty dangerous science.
Okay, so this is the part where I'm like, well, okay, that ended up being like a complete non-event, so let's just throw everything back on. Yeah, okay, here we go. Everything
like
back
the
in the.
majority of this particular run is just you shuffling bits around. The control module was kind of a nice find, though.
Like,
Tetris!
it's alright. I'm also going to eventually notice I've got a wrench there I don't need.
This kind of hurts.
Worry about it. It's gonna get fixed up shortly.
But the delay times, you should just take like some of the food out of there.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's weird. Like the one that I was looking at was actually the blinnies that you initially highlighted. I'm just like, that could probably come with me.
Yeah, I might need them on the trip through the gate.
Been working with you too long, clearly.
All the sci-hypos. Yeah, it's like, shit. Well...
Yeah, like the delay... Like, I would actually be okay with you leaving the neuromods behind, but... The delay times... Man, those are pretty important.
I used one just because it's going to carry over to the next person, so...
Sure, that makes sense.
No, I think it broke. Well, apparently it wasn't letting me do it. I don't know. Like, I was having problems doing it, so I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. That's about the best I can manage.
Sure.
Let's activate it, and then let's open the gate and jump inside.
Dude, stabilizing. Mimic is being tortured. It deserves it.
There we go.
Aruba zoom zoom.
That's yet another objective complete. We escaped twice in this run.
Congratulations. No idea where the hell that thing goes, by the way.
Yeah. Quite a bonus for that, too. So now, we've only really got one more unique escape to do, which means we're going to have to go back in one more time as Riley U and see if we can't sort out the consciousness escape. Because that's the weirdest one of all of them.
Yeah, that sounds pretty incredible.
Yeah, so until then, I've been the Lost Robot Guy.
And I've been Cool Guy.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Mooncrash.